And welcome back to Trip to the Mound. We are the iBaseballChannel podcast, Roy Giovanoni and Mike Lacoste. I think one of the more interesting stories, and admittedly it's one that I think is very under the radar right now, is the surge that Howie Kendrick of the Los Angeles Angels has been making. And moreover, he's been doing it as the unexpected, amazing cleanup hitter. You know, and no disrespect to him when I say that, but he's not a guy that you would usually plug into that 4-hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy's doing some amazing things here lately. I saw him yesterday, take a pitch and just flick it right down the right field line. Drove in a couple of runs. Then he's in the left center field gap. He's a ground ball through the hole. He's making the plays out there. He steals bases.
Yeah,
I mean, for
3 RBIs off of John Lester yesterday.
He's almost like a Ricky Henderson or somebody like that in the 4-hole, small guy.
Yeah,
a toy cannon, a Jimmy Wynn, except he seems to be able to go the other way real well.
Yeah,
real well.
And that's something that I've seen on many Angels broadcasts where whether it's the home or the visiting team looking at him, that subject seems to come up quite a bit, is that he's got a great knack of driving that ball to the right center gap. Mm-hmm. And again, as a pitcher, what is it that makes that type of hitter dangerous?
Well, you have to keep him from doing that. And so the problem is they haven't come, in here enough with hard stuff to make him aware of that. And so he's nice and comfortable. He's just kind of sitting on those breaking balls and looking for them. And when he gets them, he's right on them.
Yeah.
Not enough in here. Not enough chin music.
Well, and what is it? Because, again, his emergence and the way that he's been plugged into the 4-hole at this point has been synonymous with Josh Hamilton getting hurt. He's been their normal cleanup hitter to this point. But when you put Kendrick in there, that's also been in line with when they kind of ran past the A's in the AL West thing. When you're looking at Howie Kendrick, this is one of the guys that does not fit your prototypical mold of what a cleanup hitter is. You usually find more power numbers in this. You're saying that it's effective for a specific reason.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Scioscia's had he sees his players day in and day out. He knows what they're capable of, how they fit in, so forth and so on. You don't necessarily have to hit home runs in the number 4-hole. You just got to produce, and that's what he's been doing. He does it in probably in more ways than your prototypical type cleanup hitter would do anyway. The guy's got speed and some other assets going for him. So
yeah,
he's just a baseball player. You know what I mean? That's got a lot of tools, and he's a veteran guy that seems to be really locked in right now. And I think he's a huge part of the reason why they are where they are.
Yeah,
big time.
And I think you just hit it on the head, because sometimes you get in those positions where things that would be asked of, say, a 2-hole hitter would be required of a 4 hitter. Like, it would be great at this point if my cleanup guy could lay down a bunt and move him forward, but you don't think of him in those terms. But again, with Howie Kendrick, you're talking about a guy that can do any facet of the game that's really called upon him. He's a lifetime 290 hitter, got the same this year, 292 to be specific. But again, he's one of those guys that's shown bat control. And when you get that as a premium, when you have 2 guys ahead of you in Albert Pujols and Mike Trout that are already proven run producers. So it's a great tool to have, and like you said, a big part of their success.
Big weapon.
Yes.
Big weapon to have. It's just almost like I don't know if I said it before, and we'll find out because of editing, but it's almost a sort of a Ricky Henderson, Jimmy Wynn, toy cannon type guy.
Yes.
Not a big guy in stature, but a, well put together, little guy. And like I say, to me, he's their MVP right now.